So if I only had $1,000 to spend building out a YouTube studio for 2022, this is exactly what we'd recommend here at Think Media. And we're going to talk about all the categories. The first is the camera. And we're recording this during Cyber Monday and Cyber Week. So I would start off with the ZV-1. This is still one of our favorite cameras. And the cool thing is if I'm going to build an entire YouTube studio under $1,000 at the time of shooting this video, this is 648. So there's our starting point. And this is an incredible live streaming camera. You could vlog on this camera as well. You could shoot talking head videos on it. It has a lot of positive features. And so that's going to be our most expensive investment for our $1,000 YouTube studio, but an absolute killer camera. I have used it in all kinds of different settings, including live streaming, as you can see here, being powered by a USB cable and and then having an HDMI out for the capture of live stream. But it is such a dependable camera, 4K, 1080p, no crop. You also can pick it up in white. And again, this, if you're thinking about investing in 2022, this is a good time to pick it up at $650. It's 19% off. And so a super great camera. By the way, show notes and links in the description down below. Those are our affiliate links. And you can see this entire studio built out in the YouTube description. And we summarized it in a kit.co. Now, I need to mention the Sony ZV-E10. If you only have $1,000 to spend, you're probably going to go over on this camera once you get lighting and everything else. But if you want to invest in an interchangeable lens camera, this is probably the best all-around camera for YouTube right now, arguably undisputed. But let me pass the question off to you. If you only had $1,000 to spend total and you were going to buy a camera, what camera would you buy? Tell me in the comment section, and smash like if you're getting value out of this video so far. And so I think if I could afford it, I would level up and invest in the Sony ZV-E10. It is back ordered right now. Who knows when they're going to come back in stock again. But next, you're going to need an SD card. And here's a huge note to pay attention to. You do not want a U1 SD card, okay? You're going to want a U3 or a V30 rated SD card so that you can record 4K footage. And so one of the problems if you get a Sony ZV-1, if you have an SD card that's not fast enough, you're not going to be able to record 4K. And so I found this one on Cyber Monday, 19% off. And again, you notice these little details on the card. It says V30. There's where you can see that, or you see that 3 there. That's the U3 rating. And it's how many megabytes per second the card writes. This one writes, it reads at 100, it writes at 90 megabytes per second. So not all SD cards are created equal. So on top of the Sony ZV-1, we're building out $1,000 studio. We add in our SD card for $34. Now we can record 4K footage. Next, let's get a microphone. Now, I would recommend the Deity Lav microphone. This one is on sale right now, $39. That's 29% off, I believe. And this is going to be a wired microphone. The ZV-1 or the Sony E10 has that microphone jack. You can run the wire, connect it to your shirt, and you're going to have incredible audio. We also have deep dive videos on these products. If you want to hear the audio, you want to see footage from any of the cameras we're talking about, you can check those out in the description down below. But now there's another $39. So we're at about $730 right now on our way to $1,000. And we have the SD card, the camera, and the microphone. But maybe you want a different style of microphone. I would recommend the Deity VMic D4. This is a shotgun mic. It's going to go on top of the camera, right? And this particular microphone is going to be better for vlogging. So the question is, if you're building out a YouTube studio, are you going to be live streaming with it? Are you going to be doing mainly talking head a little further away? The Deity Lav might be better. Are you going to be closer to the camera shooting in kind of a vlog scenario? Then you might want to get a shotgun mic like this. And if you are building out a really robust YouTube kit, you might want different solutions to different problems. So if you had the budget for it, you could get, you know, a shotgun mic and the lav mic, and you'd be covering all your bases. Now, one other angle to look at this. So these microphones are interchangeable. If you bought all of these, we're going to break our $1,000 budget. But let's say you really want to build things out. The other option is a USB microphone. You want that boom arm, you want the microphone, you want the pop filter potentially. And On Cyber Week, this FiFine USB streaming mic comes in at $60. That's also 26% off, which is cool. If your primary intent was live streaming, then you could go with this microphone, but you're going to also need a computer involved in the equation. This will be plugged in to the USB port. You're live streaming with the camera, and you've got this particular mic. So, which one works best for you? Would you say that a lav mic that connects to your shirt, a shotgun mic that connects to the top of the camera, or a USB mic that plugs into your laptop or your computer? What kind of content are you creating the most, or would you be creating the most in 2022? Let me know. Now, next, we're going to need stabilization. And so, this 80-inch tripod would be a great way to go. That's going to cover all kinds of heights. You could put this behind your laptop monitor for live streaming. Now you've got it working as a live stream desk tripod. You also, of course, could stand if you're 80 inches tall, which is really tall. I'm not sure the math, but that's, I think, over 6 feet something. And so you could do a standing video, of course, sit down video, monopod version of it. There's certainly cheaper tripods, but this would be a great solution for getting stabilization. Another key to building out an entire YouTube studio. And I caught this one on sale for 25% off. Now, here's a highly recommended tool specifically for the Sony ZV-1, and it's the Unazi camera selfie stick. It also is a tabletop tripod, but the selfie stick is key because one challenge with the Sony ZV-1, which is the thesis of this entire $1,000 setup, is it is kind of a tight shot if you're vlogging, if you have to hold it at arm's length. So the problem solved if you put it on a selfie stick like this, and then you still get all the other benefits from it. You could use it as a live stream solution. You could, sit further away on a proper tripod from it. But in vlog mode, you could solve the problem with this. And again, during our Cyber Week, this is a great solution at $18. That's 31% off. I'm not sure if that deal's still going, but you can check in the description. And then there's also an extra 5% off coupon on that one as well. So next, now we have stabilization, we have microphone, we have video with our camera, we've got our SD card. We're going to need lighting. And so this is a cool advanced ring light from Neewer, simply meaning it's like a digital screen where you dial in your settings, 18 inches. It's got a wireless remote, comes with a phone holder as well. On sale, this was $90. That was pretty good at 30% off. Another option on lighting is the Dazzine desk mount LED lights. Heather Torres on the Think Media team uses these. You can mount these to your desk. Right now, I've got the much more expensive Elgato key lights on my left and right here. So if you wanted to build a live streaming setup, a battle station, these two lights would be a good solution there. 20% off, 155. That's a super great deal. It's the lowest price in the last 30 days. And that would be a solution there. But here's the deal. Lighting is a deep concept. If you're wanting to do beauty videos, you probably want a ring light or some soft boxes. If you want just kind of versatile lights and you don't have a lot of space, you may just want to get some LED panels. If you plan on doing gaming or doing a lot of content at your desk like this, you want some lights that mount on your desk. So I highly recommend checking out the resources in the description, because we'll link to some of our top lighting recommendations at Think Media. In fact, this is Think Tech Week right now. And if you go to thinktechweek.com, the 10 most asked questions that we get at Think Media are answered there. If you scroll down a little bit, there's an FAQ section. And under lighting, we go through different lighting for different scenarios. And so I highly recommend that. You can either type in the URL thinktechweek.com to your browser, or just check out the link in the YouTube description down below. Now, finally, you may want to also do live streaming. And you could look into something like this, which is a live stream capture card, $30. This is 25% off. And this is going to allow you to take the HDMI output of the Sony ZV-1 or the Sony E10 HDMI output and turn it into, put it into the capture card, and then plug the capture card into your USB input on your computer. But here's the cool thing. This will just get you a little bit higher quality. This will get you a little bit better video quality. But both of the Sony cameras I mentioned have software that allows you to skip the capture card altogether. So this isn't a necessary investment to make. You can use the Imaging Edge webcam software and actually just plug your Sony camera directly into a USB port and go through the software. For some people, they want a hardware-based solution, and so that could be another investment that you make. So as you can see, if you pick up a Sony ZV-1, you pick up a microphone, you pick up some lighting, you pick up a tripod, you get the SD card, and you're good to go. That's all you're going to need, and you've built out an entire YouTube studio for under $1,000. If you have more to spend, maybe you want to upgrade the camera a little bit, or get a couple different microphones because you plan on using the camera in multiple different use cases. My question to you is, what camera are you thinking about upgrading to, and what do you think is the best camera? If you only had $1,000 to spend in 2022 on a camera, do you agree it's the Sony ZV-1 and the Sony ZVE10? Or is there another camera you'd recommend? Tell me in the comments section below. And you might be saying, Sean, I don't even have $1,000. We have a video on the 5 best vlogging cameras under $500. So you can click or tap the screen to watch that video right now. Smash like if you got that video value out of this video. My name is Sean Cannell. This is Think Media. I appreciate you. Tap the screen to watch that video or another video from us, and we will talk